Burkina Faso has done it again, under the sharp-eyed leadership of Captain Ibrahim. The country has flipped the script, turning what the world called waste into pure national wealth. Today on a Frick Vibe News, we bring you a story that blends innovation, diplomacy, and green revolution. A jaw-dropping move that's catching global attention. Burkina Faso has partnered with Japan to recycle a staggering 1,000 tons of discarded glass bottles, transforming them into durable, eco-friendly construction materials. Yes, 1,000 tons of glass. That's enough to build thousands of homes, schools, roads, and infrastructure, all while reducing environmental damage. But here's the real twist: this isn't just recycling. This is strategic independence. Ibrahim isn't just cleaning the streets, he's building a new nation. One where waste is not a problem, but a resource. One where partnerships with countries like Japan aren't about aid, but about technology transfer and mutual respect. Stay with us on a Frick Vibe News as we take you deep inside this historic initiative, how it started, what it means for millions of, and how is leading the way for a greener, more independent Africa. Long before the deal was signed, Burkina Faso was facing two serious issues: rising urban waste and a growing need for low-cost, sustainable construction materials. In cities like Ouagadougou and Bobo Dioulasso, glass bottles littered streets and landfills, posing serious risks to sanitation and public health. That's when President Ibrahim took notice. Known for his grassroots-oriented leadership and military discipline, quickly summoned a team of environmental engineers, economic strategists, and urban planners. The goal was clear: turn waste into wealth. Around the same time, Japan, renowned for its cutting-edge recycling technology and zero-waste cities like Kamikatsu, was seeking opportunities for environmental collaboration in West Africa. What began as exploratory talks soon evolved into a high-impact green alliance. The result? A bilateral agreement between Burkina Faso and Japan to recycle 1,000 tons of glass bottles annually into eco-bricks, road fillers, and green tiles. This isn't charity, it's empowerment. The Japanese government has provided mobile glass crushing machinery, training for technicians, and digital tracking systems to monitor recycling operations. Meanwhile, Burkina Faso is supplying the raw materials: waste glass from households, restaurants, and factories, and the labor force to drive the process. Let's break down what happens behind the scenes in this revolutionary project. At the heart of the initiative is a new Japanese-designed recycling plant located on the outskirts of Ouagadougou. The plant receives truckloads of collected glass bottles daily, delivered by local collection cooperatives, many of which are operated by youth and women's groups. Once inside the factory, bottles are sorted by color and size. They are washed, crushed, and melted down at ultra-high temperatures. This molten glass is then mixed with natural clay, sand, and limestone, all sourced locally within Burkina Faso. The result? Strong, non-toxic, and fire-resistant eco-bricks that can be used for everything from housing to road paving. But that's not all. The factory also produces reflective road tiles, insulated wall panels, and even decorative art materials for public parks and city beautification. It's a closed-loop system with zero emissions. Leftover materials from the process, like glass powder, are used as raw additives in cement production, making sure nothing goes to waste. This is not just sustainability, it's smart industrialization. The project has already created over 4,000 direct jobs for citizens, including collectors and sorters working in cleanup teams across major cities, factory workers and technicians trained in advanced Japanese machinery, transporters and logistics agents managing the waste supply chain, local bricklayers and builders now using these eco-materials for government-backed construction projects. But that's just the beginning. By turning waste glass into bricks and tiles, Burkina Faso is now reducing its dependence on imported cement and construction blocks, which previously drained millions from national reserves. Thanks to as plan, housing costs have dropped by 18% in the capital alone. Schools are being built faster, road construction is accelerating, and young people now see waste management as a path to dignity, not just dirty work. Through this one initiative, the government is injecting over $70 million into the domestic economy every year, money that stays in local communities. Glass takes up to 1 million years to decompose in the environment. It doesn't rot, rust, or dissolve, meaning every single bottle thrown away can remain in landfills for centuries. Thanks to this Japanese partnership, Burkina Faso is now on track to become Africa's first zero-glass waste nation. Here's what's already been achieved in just the first 8 months. 1,000 tons of glass removed from landfills. Over 300,000 square meters of eco-bricks produced, 200-plus schools and community centers built using recycled materials, 50% reduction in urban glass waste pollution. But beyond the numbers, something deeper is happening. The people are seeing environmental care as a national duty. School programs are now teaching kids how to separate waste. Villages are forming local collection brigades, and religious leaders are preaching sustainability from their pulpits. This isn't just a project, it's a movement. One of the most important aspects of this project is how it redefines foreign partnerships in Africa. Instead of aid and dependency, Japan has taken a different route: technology transfer and skill building. Japanese experts didn't just install the machinery and leave, they trained engineers, translated all manuals into local languages, and set up maintenance teams for long-term sustainability. The factory is now 100% operated. That's the way: self-reliance over handouts. Furthermore, Japan is already discussing scaling up the model with plans for a second recycling hub in Bobo Dioulasso and potential expansion into plastic and metal recycling. In return, Burkina Faso has opened new trade corridors for exporting recycled tiles to nearby countries like Niger, Togo, and Ghana, positioning itself as a green industrial leader in West Africa. President Ibrahim has always emphasized sovereignty and sustainability. In a recent speech at the launch of the recycling factory, he said, "Our land is our treasure. We will not let foreign companies pollute it, nor let our people choke in waste. Together, with allies like Japan, we will turn trash into treasure and build a future where every child can breathe clean air and live with pride." This wasn't just a speech. It was a call to action, and the nation responded. Has since commissioned green factories in all 13 regions of Burkina Faso, focusing on bamboo, glass, and biodegradable plastics. The plan is clear. By 2030, Burkina Faso won't just be clean, it will be a green powerhouse in Africa. With global eyes now watching, the Burkina Faso-Japan Glass Recycling Initiative is being hailed as a template for Africa-wide transformation. Countries like Rwanda, Malawi, and Benin have expressed interest in replicating the model. Japan has confirmed its willingness to support such expansions, but only where strong, accountable local leadership exists. That's the secret sauce. Leadership, the kind provides. Meanwhile, Burkina Faso has started talks with tech companies to develop a mobile app where citizens can report waste hotspots, schedule pickups, and even earn credits for collecting glass bottles, turning community action into reward-based environmental citizenship. Afrique News will continue to track these developments closely, because what is happening in Burkina Faso isn't just innovation, it's transformation. Glass bottles used to be a problem. Today, they are the bricks of a new Burkina Faso. Under the visionary leadership of Ibrahim, and in partnership with the people of Japan, the nation is proving that green development isn't just possible, it's powerful. This isn't a headline, it's a movement, a shift, a declaration that Africa's time is now, and it's being built bottle by bottle, brick by brick. For more inspiring stories like this, subscribe to Afrique News, where Africa's true transformation is always in focus. Don't just watch history, be a part of it.